Hello, my fellow Americans. I'm Douglas Gosselin, author of the Secrets of the Republic series. Today, I want to speak with you about a proposal I call SHIELD, Safeguarding Homeland Integrity, Ethics, and Liberty Development Act. The SHIELD Act that I'm proposing is not a politician's bill. It is a citizen's blueprint, written in clear, practical language to protect America from modern threats that seek to divide, deceive, or destabilize us. The SHIELD Act has one purpose: to safeguard the Republic, to ensure that those who enter or influence our nation respect its laws, honor its principles, and contribute to its peace and prosperity. It closes the gaps that allow anti-American extremism to take root. It reinforces the moral and civic foundations that make this country worth defending. I kept this simple for one reason: clarity leads to action. And this is a moment that demands both courage and common sense. The SHIELD Act is exactly what its name says: a shield for the Republic, protection with principle. America has always faced threats, not only from armies, but from ideas that seek to weaken our unity. The SHIELD Act is a modern defense for a digital and ideological battlefield. It ensures that our openness does not become our undoing. Under the SHIELD Act, any non-citizen who promotes violence against the United States, its people, or its institutions will be denied entry. Any non-citizen aligned with terrorist networks, extremist movements, or foreign propaganda groups that undermine American democracy will be denied entry. And any non-citizen already present in the United States who incites or supports violence against this nation can and will be lawfully removed. This is not censorship, it is common sense. A free nation that refuses to defend itself cannot remain free for long. And let's be honest, this principle is already part of American life. Every day, U.S. employers have the right to deny employment on far lower bars of criteria, from background checks and social media posts to moral character evaluations and criminal history. The SHIELD Act simply aligns our immigration and entry laws with the same standard of accountability that already governs American citizens in their workplaces. In other words, this act brings fairness into focus. It ensures that those who wish to enter this country are held to standards that reflect the values and expectations of those who already live here. If American citizens must uphold integrity to work, non-citizens must uphold integrity to enter. Here's what the SHIELD Act does. It modernizes vetting for the 21st century. In today's digital world, people show who they are through what they post, share, and promote. The Act authorizes immigration officers to review publicly available online activity to identify extremist ties or anti-American ideology, always under clear, lawful, and transparent guidelines. It establishes fair but firm discretion. Officers may deny an application when credible evidence shows intent to harm the United States, but every decision must be documented and reviewed. Power without accountability is not American. It creates an independent appeals process so that those denied entry can challenge decisions before a neutral board. Justice must be strong, but it must also be fair. It invests in education and assimilation. For those who come here in good faith, the SHIELD Act provides resources to learn our history, our freedoms, and the civic responsibilities that come with them. Loving this country begins with understanding it. It enhances coordination between government and private industry to identify foreign manipulation campaigns, online radicalization efforts, and organized misinformation targeting our national unity. And finally, the SHIELD Act draws a firm, lawful line. Freedom of debate is not freedom to destroy. Non-citizens who enter this country under the promise of peace, but later advocate violence, spread extremist propaganda, or support efforts to dismantle American institutions will face immediate, lawful removal. Citizenship and residency are privileges rooted in trust, and that trust ends where betrayal begins. America is a beacon, but even a beacon must be protected from the storm. The SHIELD Act does not silence dissent. It silences destruction. It does not punish belief. It confronts betrayal. True freedom means defending what we have built. We can welcome the world and still protect our own. That balance defines sovereignty. This proposal did not come from a committee or a think tank. It came from a veteran, a patriot, and a citizen who refuses to watch America erode from within. Every law can be refined, but I have kept this one simple so it can be enacted swiftly and understood clearly. If you believe that America's safety, its culture, and its constitution are worth defending, if you believe our laws, borders, and freedoms deserve protection, then I ask for your support. Show it, share it, speak it. Give this act strength through your voices, your votes, and your conviction. Let us remind our leaders that the people still set the course of this nation. My friends, our Constitution is not a relic. It is a living covenant. Every generation must choose whether to preserve it or let it fade. The SHIELD Act declares that we will not fade. We will not surrender our borders, our values, or our moral compass to those who despise what America stands for. We are not defined by fear, but by faith. Faith in our founding principles, faith in the courage of those who defend them, and faith that a nation guided by truth and fortified by law will remain the last best hope on earth. Let us move forward not with anger, but with resolve. Let us protect what we have built, honor those who built it, and keep America a land where freedom is not only celebrated, but defended. The SHIELD Act, a shield for the Republic, protection with principle. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.